I think I find my weaknesses in this business is, I love purchase agreements and we get those settled, but then we have to go through the inspections and the appraisals. And it's just hard to keep everybody's emotions in check. And after 7 years, I'm getting there, but I still have clients who really get out of control and it's hard to reel them back in. So I'm working on that. I'm trying to focus on just dealing with the transaction, like Jay said, and getting to the end and not caring more than my clients care, because I think that gets us in trouble when we do that. Just focusing on seeing the end. And then the other weakness, I think, sometimes I get so busy that then you forget to kind of farm and get back out there. And then when you have the law, you have to start that all over again. So I really need to work harder on just continuing my prospecting and staying in contact with my clients and asking for referrals. So I think that's, because I'm in real estate by myself, I don't have a team of people that help. So I think that's, for me, a couple of my weaknesses.
I don't want to expand a little bit on or piggyback on what Glenn said, maybe go into another question, but Glenn's absolutely right. I mean, it seems like in real estate and a lot of industries, maybe just as Americans, it's, there's this intention to focus on, to get better at your weaknesses. Somebody told me one time, Tiger Woods is the worst accountant in the world. It doesn't matter. I mean, he doesn't need to be a good accountant. And, so it almost seems like you shouldn't focus on your strengths, but if you can focus on getting better at what you're already good at, you create this durable moat between you and the competition that really, really gives you an advantage. So one of the things that I'll think about from time to time is, okay, what advantages do I have that I can get better at that is going to make me even better at my job? Because sooner or later, everybody's going to catch up. I mean, you don't want to be at your funeral and have somebody say, oh, yeah, that's Jason. He had a lot of really strong weaknesses.
You got the nuance of that question. So it really comes to this next one, which I think you just hit it a little bit. So whether or not we all want to admit it, sometimes there are details in our business that we need to supplement how we handle them. And that could be with a team. You could have an assistant, you could have an admin, you could have licensed assistants. So talk about that. Where's your business right now? I know Kelly, and I think I know a little bit about yours, but I don't know Jason. Do you have a team? Do you send out your marketing? Do you try to keep your hand on most of that? Does somebody process your files, et cetera? How do you, like your day-to-day, who is helping you take care of this?
So, I try, speaking of the strengths, I try not to do anything except list, sell, prospect, and negotiate. That's it. That's where I get paid. And I know, Glenn said it's not always about the money, but to an extent it is about the money. It's what I'm doing. So those are the areas where I get checks. So other than that, I have I've outsourced all marketing, design, and development, and I've got a guy who's amazing, and I keep him on retainer, which is a fancy word for I pay him 4 times a year. And then processing files, the girls in the office take care of all that, and scheduling stuff. It's all pretty much taken care of. So that's my time is focused on really being on the phone in front of clients, prospects, and then negotiating deals.
How many people are team?
Well, so it's all, most of my team is virtual, so I don't photograph my properties. I have a guy that does that. I have a guy that, like I said, does the design. And then, in just the way that our office is structured, we have kind of a shared assistant model. So there's three shared assistants that I leverage, and each person does a specific thing, and there's checkpoints along the way.
So I have a team. The biggest problem with, who has a team, just if I could see it, right? Not many of you. Well, there you go. Congratulations. I mean, the biggest problem with teams with a team leader is what I say, right? So when you hire an assistant, the biggest problem with the assistant is the person who hires the assistant. People don't get that. And so I always say no one works for me. people work with me. I've just always been that type of mentality. I think, and Kevin can verify, I think we just pended our 90th transaction this year. I mean, it's crazy. So, you know, I'm in it with my team. We're all together. We have a blast. We're very fortunate. I focus on listings. I really try not to show buyers. I like find myself, that's a weakness, for sure. I like get anxious when somebody's like, will you show me a home? I'm like, God, please, no. But we got folks to do that. So, so the team, you know, I love having a team, but the bottom line is if you have a team, you got to be a real leader, and you need to study what it's like to have a team. You know, so many people I see, they get the team, and then the team leaves, and then they leave. I mean, I'm happy to say everybody on my team has been around for a long time, and you got to pay your people well. I mean, when it's all said and done, we're all greedy, but if you choose to have a team, you got to pay them well. You got to be competitive, and you got to, you know, if they make a mistake, you got to take the hit, and because you didn't train them right, right? And if you're on my team, I always tell my team members, I'll never blame you for anything. The bottom line is, if you screw up, it's a training problem. It's my problem. I didn't train you right. So that would be my best advice on that.
Well, I don't have a team, and I think many of you out here don't have a team. I work for FC Tucker. I love FC Tucker. They really support their agents. We have a great marketing department, which I use all the time. I also have somebody who photographs my homes and does the marketing on that. And we have a great staff. I'm with the Fisher's office, so we have 2 staff members there that are always there to assist. And so I really just focus on listing and my buyers and negotiating, like Jay said. And so we're fortunate with Tucker that we have all that added support that we don't. I'm not a superstar like Bill. I don't list and sell a lot of properties, but I do very well for myself.